CR 2021-001-704 and CR 2022-001-242.
Okay, hello. I have to give a shout out to Anita Schott and whoever sent me this T-shirt way back in the day. I'm sure inspired by Lanice Bryant. Also, MGT, they're to blame for the clips you're seeing here tonight.
State of Arizona versus Lori Daybell. Is Miss Daybell on? Is that the Joab Fedorf? Mr. Lund, could I have you turn your camera off just to not be a distraction?
Oh, I can smell it now.
All right, I called the case. Let's have the state announce.
Trina Kay on behalf of the state.
And defendant?
Lori Daybell for the defense.
All right, I can hear everyone fine. This is the time set for restitution hearing. Have there been any agreements?
Your Honor, I am not sure. I was going to check with Ms. Daybell if she would stipulate to anything. I do have one correction in the documents on bait stamp 101133. What we've learned is that the gas receipts that were provided are not all of the gas receipts, and so that's why we had done the mileage, but we forgot to remove the gas receipts themselves. So we should actually remove $348.98, which would make the total restitution request $8,600.54.
Okay, I'll ask the defendant, are you stipulating?
Wait, spoiler alert. Of course, Lori is absolutely gracious about the whole thing.
To any restitution?
Your Honor, on Wednesday night, I did receive those Bates numbers that were supposed to be given to me from my advisory council. They mailed them to me. I just got them. I was able to review those. Those ended at Bates number 101161. And yesterday I was informed by my advisory council that the state sent over one more document on Tuesday by email to my advisory council, and I have not seen that document. It's Bates number 101162.
Oh, I hadn't seen it. I apologize. Should I skip ahead? Well, some people haven't seen it.
It is my understanding, since I talked to my advisory council yesterday, that that document is a document. They kind of explained what it was to me. And so my understanding is, and although I'm aware that counseling, thank you. Although I'm aware that counseling costs can be included in restitution, this document turned over by the state is an Excel spreadsheet totaling $3,147 in counseling. There are no invoices from doctors or insurance companies to my knowledge, so the document in and of itself seems to be insufficient. I haven't actually seen it. However, based on how my trials were conducted, since experience tells me that regardless of what I say or what anybody else says, you're going to order it, I am willing to stipulate today. It is my understanding that I have already been ordered by this court to pay over $534,000 in fees, in fines, surcharges, and court fees. So you can add Ms. Woodcock's total of $12,096.97 of restitution to my tab.
Yeah, we get it. You're dumb, you're incarcerated, you're nasty, and you're poor. We understand it. It's not really a big flex.
Your Honor, with that correction, it would actually be $11,747.99.
Hold on, 11,740.
$7.99.
Sorry, I forgot ugly.
All right. Ms. Daybell, your stipulating to pay restitution to Kay Woodcock in the amount of $11,747.99. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Any drugs, alcohol, or medication in the last 24 hours that would affect your ability to make this decision?
Have I been on any drugs, Your Honor? Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm asking, have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication that would affect your ability to understand or make this decision today?
Is Your Honor aware that I am in prison? I have no access to any of those things. So no, the answer is no, I have not.
Thank you for answering the question. Has anyone promised you anything in exchange for your agreement to pay this restitution?
No,
Has anyone forced you, threatened you, or coerced you to get you to agree to pay this restitution?
only my trials, Your Honor, coerced me.
All right. The court finds that your agreement is knowingly, intelligently, voluntarily made. It's ordered that you pay $11,747.99 in restitution to Kay Woodcock. The restitution would take priority over any other fines and fees that have been imposed. And it's ordered that that restitution be paid out at the maximum rate allowable out of any prison account. Ms. Kay, do you anticipate any other restitution
Yes,
requests?
they did.
Your Honor, we are still awaiting restitution requests from Brandon Boudreau. I know that he's been busy with work and he hasn't got all of those documents together. When I get those, I will submit them to Advisory Council and to Ms. Daybell's investigator, who seems to be able to get that to her much easier. And just for the record, Ms. Woodcock is still ongoing counseling, so there could be subsequent requests.
Well, the court retains jurisdiction over the matter of restitution for the period that the defendant is serving a sentence.
Thank you, Biggin.
So I'm not setting any further hearings at this time. We'll wait and see if any requests for hearing come in. All right. Thank you. We'll be at recess.
Thank you.
All right, I'm not officially on the record at this time. Mr. Friedman, Mr.
Stop
Boyd was arrested last night on a separate matter, and he is in custody. They're going to be putting him on. I found that out once I flipped over to come in with you, so he'll be getting on any moment so we can handle this matter. We just reached out to the gym, so they're putting him on. Okay,
Okay. All right. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Big dummy number 2. Step right up.
All right, the 14B District Court is now back in session. The court will call the case of Melvin T. Walls Manor versus Roosevelt Boyd, case number 25C3496.
Ellis Friedman for the
I'm
plaintiff.
sorry. 98. Sorry about that.
Ellis Friedman for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Boyd, please have them unmute you so you can state your name. Please state your name. You're unmuted.
I'm Roosevelt Boyd.
All right. We're here for a continuation hearing in this landlord-tenant matter. Mr. Boyd, I understand you're going to be arraigned by the magistrate on a separate matter later today. Okay. The last we left off, Mr. Boyd, I believe we were waiting for your testimony. Am I correct, Mr. Friedman? You agree with that?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Boyd, do you still want to testify in your case? Can you please scoot closer to the camera? You
All right.
Scoot closer to the desk, please, sir. All right. Now, did you want to testify, sir?
Yeah, I guess so. I just about done said everything, you know. I repeat myself practically, but I still speak up.
Okay. So I know you testified that you were baking marijuana. It's my last notes indicate. And that you weren't actually smoking it. You testified you didn't smoke in the building, is that correct?
Never smoking beer. I leave out.
If you didn't know, y'all stink. Okay, that's just my opinion.
Out of my building all day long, 3, 4, 5 times a day. I have plenty of time to smoke.
I remember this big dummy. I did a video on that when he was talking about baking marijuana. I believe I was baking pancakes, making bacon pancakes.
Before you continue on, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you have just provided and the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, you may proceed.
I was saying I never smoke in the building. I go out enough to smoke while I'm gone if I were going to do that. I never smoke in the building. And my girlfriend do not live with me. She been visiting me. He told me that she had 15 days. Well, after 15 days was up, she stayed away for 4 or 5 days and she started visiting me again. So we figured that it's probably lap over to another 15 days or whatever. But he said she got to go or couldn't stay there, couldn't be there or whatever. But she visited me. She don't live there. And he made a bad remark last time. I didn't like that. I'm tell her to stop smoking crack in the back of my car. She do not smoke crack in the back of my car, and he ain't seen her smoking no crack in the back of my car.
She only smokes crack in the front of the car. Everybody knows it.
And I wish he'd stop lying on me. And then when the police come and arrest me, they left my door open. I told them to lock my door. He come up there and said he went in. He had no business. He been doing that ever since I've been there, though. But he ain't got ever since he been there. He ain't got no business going in my apartment unless I say so. He had the opportunity to come up there when the police told him why they was coming. He had the opportunity then to come up there and investigate or whatever he wanted to do. He gonna wait till we leave and then go up there until he see the door open. He went in. And he smelled smoke or something. He sent me a letter saying that. We wasn't there long enough to smoke anything. Nobody wanted to smoke anything. We went in arguing. We come out arguing. We didn't have time to smoke nothing. We really didn't have time to even sit down. I kept going back and forth out the door, telling her to leave. She didn't want to leave. So I told her she'd go back in the door again. I was going to beat her ass, which I wasn't. Never hurt her, never hurt no female.
Mr. Boyd, sir, some of the things you're saying can be used against you in a criminal matter. You understand that?
It should be.
No.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, you have a right, Fifth Amendment right to not testify and incriminate yourself. You understand that?
Yeah, I understand that, but I don't say I incriminate myself.
Okay.
I don't understand that.
I cannot give you legal advice, sir. I only can tell you what your rights are.
Good. Well, anyway, I don't smoke in the building. That's the bottom line.
Mr. Friedman, do you have questions for this witness?
Yes. Mr. Boyd, when we had our informal meeting
I apologize. Could everyone please stop for one moment while I reset the recording? I apologize for interrupting. I'm so sorry. One moment.
The old court reporter. They do this now and again.
All right, we're back on the record. You may proceed.
When we had our informal meeting, you had an attorney with you. You indicated that you baked marijuana in your oven and and inhaled the fumes of the marijuana that you baked in your oven. That's what you said. Isn't that correct?
That was his statement. I inhaled it out the oven. I ain't said nothing like that. And on how you got that from me, you didn't hear me say that. You heard him say that.
Who's him?
You heard Mr. Eric, or whatever his name, say I stick my head in the oven. I ain't said about stick my head in the oven.
Isn't it true that's what you told your attorney that you did?
No, I didn't.
And you were
trying to make up something. You can get off of that.
Mr. Boyd.
Y'all lying ain't what's done no way. Y'all know this is irrelevant. It don't make sense. All y'all had to do is just say, I forgive you. Don't bake nothing. Don't bring it in here. Just keep it out of here. We'll give you another chance. That's all you had to say. You ain't got to go this far with this. This ain't that big of a deal, no way. I wasn't smoking in the building. That's point blank.
Mr. Boyd, you got multiple notices from management to stop smoking.
I don't care how many notices I got. I say I don't do it. That's what he say.
Well, you just admitted that you just wanted us to tell you to not do it, and then you wouldn't do it. But we told you 4 times.
Said that in the first place, you had to come this far with it. Could have just dropped this and went on and let me pay my rent. That's what I'm saying.
And Mr. Boyd, isn't it true that you agreed to vacate the premises within 45 days?
Like to that, we done did that already. I decided to change my mind. You got a problem with that? I wanted to be heard by the jury. You got a problem with that?
I'm not answering your questions, sir.
I don't care. I don't have to answer yours either, then, do I?
You do, Mr. Boyd. So first of all, Mr. Boyd, I'm not even going to say that yet. Mr. Friedman, you may.
I know I got an attitude, I apologize, but I've been catching a lot of hard time on this case.
Your Honor, I don't have anything further I want to ask this witness. He's just hostile. It's not worth me asking many more questions.
Right. Mr. Boyd, you have acknowledged that you do bake marijuana on a premises, correct?
Yes, I have a couple of times, yes.
Mr. Boyd, I think the problem here is that you have decided to base your actions on a technicality. Even if I were to believe you that you aren't smoking it, the baking of it is causing an issue for other people on the premises.
And I ain't heard nobody complain about it. That's what they saying.
Okay.
Well, nobody said nothing to me about no smoking, but them.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Boyd, do you have anything else you'd like to say before I go back to see if Mr. Friedman
No,
has?
I don't think it's nothing else I can say.
All right. Mr. Friedman, anything else you want to say today, sir?
Not today, Your Honor.
No further witnesses.
I just would ask Mr. Temple if he would just, if I could have him sworn.
All right. Mr. Temple, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may proceed, Mr. Friedman.
Mr. Temple, when Mr. Boyd was arrested recently, he was taken away by the sheriff's department. Did you go up to his apartment to secure it, make sure there was nobody else in it?
Yes, we did, based upon the police saying that they didn't have a key to lock the unit.
He had my key. I gave him my key. I told him.
Mr. Temple, when you went up to secure the unit, what did you see or smell or hear?
We smelled the use of marijuana, and that was after they took the young lady out, because they took him first and they took the young lady out.
Okay. I don't have anything further, Your Honor.
You have any questions for Mr. Temple, Mr. Boyd?
Talking to me, yeah?
Yes. Do you have any questions for Mr. Temple?
No, I don't have no question for him, but I didn't tell him he lying. I told him I wouldn't. And you can play the tape back while we were walking up down the hall.
All right, Mr. Temple, one moment. So if you don't have any additional questions, I'll allow you to testify again, but I want to keep it to this witness until we're there. So no questions for him. Is that correct? You have no questions for him. Is that correct? Mr. Boyd?
Oh, you talking to me?
Yes.
I don't have no question for him, but I was saying something.
I understand that.
Mhm.
So having no questions for him, then if there's nothing further from you, Mr. Friedman, Mr. Temple can be excused. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, thank you. What is it that you'd like to say, Mr. Boyd?
What did he say? What was he? I was answering me what he said. I forgot what he said. But anyway, I wasn't supposed. Oh, I was finna say you can see us walking up and down the building. We was arguing when we got out of the car. We went in arguing.
I was finna
And
say.
then we wasn't in there long enough to really sit down good. We up and down the hall, up and down the hall. Every time I try to leave, I'm going with you. I said, I'm trying to get away from you. I'm not trying to want you to follow me. So I turn around and go back. She go back. I said, you go back in there. I'm trying to lock the door so we can leave, I can leave or whatever. But she kept going back in the building. I didn't want her to go back in the building. I wanted her to leave. So I told her if she go back in there again, I was going to beat her so-and-so. So I touched her on the back of the shoulder. That's all, like that. Mostly a push.
Sir. Once again, anything you say can be used in a court of law against you. And that can be used in your criminal case.
I ain't never been through this kind of stuff. I don't know what to say and how to say it, but the truth.
Well, all he's talking about is whether or not he secured the building. You're the one who's talking about your criminal case.
I'm talking about going in and out of that building, me and my girl. We wasn't in there long enough to smoke nothing. That's the point I'm trying to make. We wasn't there long enough to sit down talking about smoking. And then he said she come out to...
This guy is something, I mean, wow. Wow. Just telling on himself, making himself look terrible in this case, in that case, you know. There'll be probably additional charges before he's done running his mouth.
Be on a cigarette in her hand, in her mouth or something. She never do that. She didn't even have no cigarettes. He said he smoked cigarette and marijuana. That's a lie. She didn't have no cigarettes at all.
Your statements today are acknowledgement of violating my orders in a different case to have no contact.
Well, I have no contact with her.
Okay, yeah. All right. Anything else you want to say, sir?
No. Well done. But when the police come up there, he let the police know that I was the only one on the lease and that she wasn't supposed to be there. He made that obvious to the police officer. So it's obvious that she didn't live there. And I shouldn't have really been put out of my own house because she come in there raising sand with me. I didn't raise no sand with her. I tried to get her to leave. She the one insisting on sticking with me and hanging with me. She mad at me because I wouldn't give her no money. Truth is the truth.
Okay. All right.
And why would I go in the house and smoke marijuana? I just got out of my car. I could have smoked my marijuana on the way home. He lying, like I said. Blank.
Anything else, sir?
No.
All right. Mr. Friedman, his case is over. Your case is over. Did you want to have anything to say to me?
Your Honor, I've made arguments throughout the case, summarizing my position up one side and down the other, frankly. And I don't think I need to belabor the points I've already made, and I don't think I need to waste the court's time with repeating myself. So, no.
All right, thank you. Anything additional that you want to say today, Mr. Boyd?
Me?
Yes, you are Mr. Boyd.
I didn't understand the name you said. No. I haven't.
All right, the court took testimony in this case back in September 10th, and we continued the hearing or attempted to on a number of occasions. One time it had to be adjourned because Mr. Boyd's Wi-Fi system wouldn't allow him to testify. And then after that, I think the parties are aware that the court had an emergency in the family and had to adjourn the matter out several times. The court has heard the additional testimony from Mr. Boyd here today, as well as from Mr. Temple. The issue in this case is pretty straightforward as to whether or not the acts, whether as alleged by Mr. Temple, which is that he had been smoking marijuana on the premises, or the acts which were admitted by Mr. Boyd, which is that he has been baking marijuana in his oven, amount to a lease violation for which he can be terminated. The court had a chance to review the lease pretty extensively last night in getting prepared for this particular hearing. And it is very clear in the lease that one of the ways in which an individual can be terminated is based on the fact that the activities, any act, whether it's smoking of it or baking of it, any act can amount to a terminationable offense. And in this particular case, Mr. Boyd has received numerous notices regarding the fact that the smell is a problem. In addition to that, the documentation showed that there were many notices about the fact that the fire department had to be called on numerous occasions, and Mr. Boyd's behavior around the concerns and safety of the other individuals in the premises has been a problem for a long time. It appears that none of those particular issues have been addressed, and that in addition to that, Mr. Boyd had a hearing whereby he had an attorney. The lease provides that he can request a hearing with the management to go over these issues and to try to reach a resolution. Mr. Boyd has not denied that. He actually acknowledged that he was going to move. And then he testified before, not today, but at the previous hearing on September 10th, that because he wasn't able to find a place to move, he didn't move. You can't just change your mind, Mr. Temple, Mr. Boyd. If you decide that you're moving, you agree to that. You simply made a decision that you're moving. You can't just say, I'm not going to move anymore.
So I tried to move. I didn't say I was going to move. I can't say I was going to move, didn't know where I was going.
Okay.
I wouldn't tell nobody that. I ain't going to tell nobody what I'm going to do no way when I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, the bottom line is he did agree to moving per statements by Mr. Temple. And in addition to that, his acts of continuing to bake marijuana is a violation of the lease, whether he's baking or smoking. And the court finds that you're in violation of your lease. And I will grant the possession judgment in this case.
Thank you. No pilot.
Thank you. And I will give him his standard 10 days.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Finally.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're
Get
welcome.
it done.
Mr. Boyd, you can let them know you're ready to go back.
Bye-bye, Mr. Boyd.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. So this is in the matter
I don't know what's going on either, but this is MGT's fault.
of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kelly Dwayne Moe, file numbers 24-21931FH and 24-22090FH. Rhonda Underwood appearing on behalf of Mr. Moe, and Ms. Holly is present in the courtroom. So, Ms. Underwood, have you had a chance to speak with Mr. Moe?
I have, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Moe, you have had an opportunity to read and review the pre-sentence report.
Yes, I have, ma'am.
All right, and you've had ample time to discuss that with your attorney?
Yes, I have.
Are you satisfied with Ms. Underwood as your attorney and the advice that she's given you?
Yes, I am.
All right, Ms. Underwood, do you wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any information in the pre-sentence report?
Not really, Your Honor. There's just a lot that Mr. Moe would like the court to understand about his circumstances. And that this started out with that he was not given his transfer papers to sign. And then transportation became an issue, a serious issue. He called and tried to resolve that, but he wasn't able to do it. And then he got in a situation where he was just scared. I mean, he didn't start out not wanting to complete this, not at all. Okay. And I think the probation report kind of makes it seem like he did.
Okay. Mr. Moe, is there anything you want to say? Are you here on Moe?
No.
What are you
I'm
here
here
for?
I'm not here for this one.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I was speaking to Mr. Hartung, a prosecutor, Mr. Moe. Sorry. All right. Mr. Moe, is there anything? All right. My computer is shutting down and restarting, and I don't know what's happening. Okay. So, Mr. Moe, is there anything you'd like to say on your own behalf?
The only thing I have really say on my behalf is this is the first time I ever had leniency.
I have more to say, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I have more to say to allocute for Mr. Moe.
You know what? I'm sorry, Mr. Moe. I really thought Ms. Underwood was done talking, but let's let her finish.
Thank you. Your Honor, this is Mr. Moe's first violation. It is a failure to report. It is not a new crime. It is nothing like that. I understand that Mr. Moe completed 365 days in jail.
Rhonda, stop for a minute. Stop for just a minute. Like, I don't know what's going on with my computer, and I'm sorry, but it's like, yeah.
But mine's doing the same thing. It keeps going black and back on. I don't know what's going on.
All right. I'm gonna call your brother. IT. Hey, Derek, it's Judge Anselon. So I'm on the bench.
Hi, Judge.
My computer, Becky's computer, like this, it's almost like you're logged on and closing out all my screens and playing with it. So you think you could, and I'm trying to do sentencings, but I didn't know if you could like actually log on and see what's going on.
I think it's taking updates.
No.
Yeah, I seriously do.
How do I stop that?
Again. I'm almost 100% sure that's something to do with it. I just did that yesterday.
Is it going to enter? George?
It will automatically, it'll finish. It'll stop blinking. Is the screen still like blinking on you?
It's not right now. So, yeah, because my peripheral screen would shut off. Oh, no, it just said the system has been updated.
Okay.
So I'm done?
It's fine. So yeah, it should be done.
Okay.
I can look, if it does it again, because there's a big display adapter in the last update. That's why it messes with your display.
Is that why my Zoom's been acting up?
Yeah, probably not. Why Zoom's acting up?
I'll send you those screenshots. All right.
That'll work. Do that and I can look at it, Judge, and I'll let you.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Yep, look. Bye.
All right, so my screen looks normal now, Rhonda. Proceed.
Thank you. Mr. Moe, I understand, has done a great deal of jail, 365 days. I hope we can find an alternative for Mr. Moe to prison, Your Honor, because I don't think Mr. Moe really belongs in prison for this violation. It's a Again, it's a first violation, and it's failure to report, Your Honor. It's what it is. So I know he has jail available on one file, and we would ask that whatever the court does, Mr. Moe gets full credit for all the jail he's done. I know there are 2 different jail amounts. One on the 10-year and one on the 5-year, 4-year.
Okay, sorry, my computer just like did that thing it does again. Okay, so going out. So he has 140 days jail credit on one file and 365 on the other still, Miss Holly, or do we have?
First violation is arrested as I need to buy my.
Joanne, we can't hear you, not by mic. Can you scoot up by mic?
Sorry.
Thank
Plus
you.
whatever he served for being this arrest. He got arrested on 10/7.
And I might point out that the recommendation is to the high end of the guidelines, Your Honor, for 3 years. It's more appropriate, I believe, if there is going to be prison time, that it be to the low end of the guidelines, Your Honor, which would be the 19 months.
So 16 days violation.
16. So in 24-22090, he's got 156 days credit.
Yes. Yes.
And then on the other file, you will have 365 plus 16. So my computer is just like going on and on.
381.
Anyway. Okay. Miss Underwood, my computer keeps going on and off. It's not impacting what you see, does it?
No.
Okay.
Everything looks totally normal on mine, knock on wood.
Okay.
Right here.
Thank you. Okay, great. All right, and there was $10,700. Look at this stuff. In restitution. All right, I'm sorry. It's just like flashing back and forth. All right. Okay, anything else, Miss Underwood?
No, Your Honor.
Right. All right, Mr. Moe, anything you want to say on your own behalf?
Yes, there is, ma'am. This is the first time I ever had leniency, ever be in trouble. I've never been on probation. I've always been sent to prison, on parole. That really has not helped me out. Probation, I know, is a lot stricter. It's more, and I didn't want to mess this up. I did call when I first got out. I did call again, saying I don't have a ride. My sister's only ride I have is my sister. I'm not trying to call the people I used to hang out with. Hey, give me a ride. You're a felon. Give me a ride. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to be good. And I didn't want to mess this up. I really didn't. I was just going through I had a lot on my plate when I first got out. That's all I got.
Okay. All right. I mean, you've been on probation before because you've had probation revoked on different things.
Parole.
You did when you were younger. Your record's pretty long.
This is. You see, the probation I never last long.
Well, where's your sister living now?
She lives in Deconcha. And she never moved to Pennsylvania. I never said she moved to Pennsylvania. I said she went to Pennsylvania for a week. That was my ride. I won't have a ride for a week. And she insists that I come 2 days later. That I know I just told her I didn't have a ride till next week. but she lives in DeConcha, Michigan, and that will be my address, DeConcha, Michigan.
All right. All right, it's a sentence of the court. You know, you got out of jail and you just dipped out on us and we never saw you again, which you have kind of a history of doing, but we have pretty substantial restitution on this case. So that's a concern. And when you go to MDOC, you tend to get a lot of tickets. So what I will do is on file number 24-21931FH, I'll give you credit for 381 days. I'll continue your probation. On file number 24-22090FH, sentence the court to serve 1 year in jail. I'll give you credit for 156 days already served. When you get out of jail, I don't care if you have to sit in front of the building the whole weekend to report to Miss Holly, you will. Otherwise, if we have to issue a warrant for you again, understand you will go to prison.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You owe $10,700 in restitution. I'm more concerned about that. I
That's
will
not gonna happen.
say that if you pay the restitution of $10,700, you can be released from the Lenawee County Jail. I don't think that's probably going to happen, but if $10,700 is paid, you can be released from the jail. Otherwise, you'll serve the year with credit for time served and your probation is continued.
What's his address gonna be?
Yeah, what's your address at your sister's?
It will be scan 49.
It's concept, it's concept CON, huh?
TECONSHA.
I think MGT hates us.
I don't get that. What?
Teconcha. All right, so it's TEKONSHA, Michigan. Yeah.
Okay, the zip code
49092.
and your phone number?
269.
Okay. Who's your sister?
Yes, that's my sister, Carrie Moe.
What's her name?
Carrie Moe.
Terry with the T?
Carrie. Kari.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Understand if we have to hunt you down again, though, you will go
He's
to
an odd guy.
prison. So I would like you to get out when you're done and get a job and start paying down that restitution. You do have the right to appeal this sentence, so we're going to give to you at the jail 3 copies of your notice of right, 2 appellate review, initial and date, 1 copy for our records to acknowledge receipt of the paperwork. The other copies are for you. If you wish to appeal the sentence, you would fill out the information on the form and mail it to the address listed on the form within 42 days. Anything else, Ms. Underwood?
Your Honor, just to clear up, is probation only continued on the first file?
No, because restitution's on the other file.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I got
All
a
right.
year.
You got a year with your credit for 156 days. So, yeah, the guidelines are actually higher on the first file, Ms. Underwood. So I want them to keep on probation on that one. All right. Good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. My computer's not doing weird things. Okay.
Go to jail.
Underwood, is that all we had?
All right, there you have it. A few clips on Friday night. Thank y'all for coming out. I appreciate it. As usual, behave yourselves. Get an Uber. I am not bailing you out because I'll be wasted. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing anything. Behave yourselves. I'll see you soon.